Glass from this display. Glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. It looks like there's nothing on display, so here you go. Wait, actually, I think it is. What's this? A mini captain's hat? There is a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases. No, I suggest. Sorry, but I have no intention of buying some. Okay, then how about you buy something for me then? I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything. Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk. What are these? Perhaps that's how things work in this flight. But in the real world you try and then buy. True, either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they boarded the plane? But I never showed any interest in it to begin with. Mr. Nero designed this. Yeah, for the company. Yeah. Well, it does have a very sharp design sense. Mr. Nero designed this, did she? Definitely not what I would have expected. I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Mr. Neal. If my suitcase really all around, it's got to be a safety violation. Since this shop is one shop away from being sued. What kind of luxury name brand merchandise to sale in this display case? They're all lined up in just such a manner to scream "buy me" when he passes by. Stuffed toys, just like the ones Mr. Mia holding on display here. Not really cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly. How about Mr. Edgeworth? Not while I'm working. Why do I envision stuff out of use when she says that? Beautiful flowers and a beautiful arrangement. Openings when looking at them. Oh, excuse me. The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Just going to go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it? Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop. instance that further inspection of this display case is needed. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Glass in the store is broken. Capitalism clearly broke in order to the piggy bank. Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own.
Eureka!
There's definitely something very unusual about this. The killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Ugo Bank. There should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Yeah, no kidding. However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case. Nope, no there isn't. Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass. I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time too. Which leads me to believe that the killer took Captain Ugo Bank from here after the turbulence. Take your power naps on your own time, Mr. Neal, and listen when I'm talking. The murder occurred before the surgery. Suppose this piggy bank out as a murder weapon. Yes, at this point, that is very real possibility. The display case is locked, so it's highly unlikely. Let's try this scenario, That's alright. So, is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator? Let me guess, you just had the first mechanism in mind. Looks like that's what controls are. Yes, there's definitely something wrong here. Tell me, Miss Meal, don't you think there is something strange about these suitcases? Oh, well, sure, you totally is strange. That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention. Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper. Again, that's not what I mean, Mr. Neal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind, I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. On close inspection, they really are quite hideous. I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted. She makes a good point. It'd be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? Sorry about that. Bit of turbulence. I'm still a bit drunk. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. The fact it's not got the thingy.
Take that!
There's something very peculiar about the wheels. As in, no new stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have simply fine. And so it is very likely that the suitcase was placed there after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? This was apparently designed by Miss Tenere herself. The design has a certain je ne sais quoi. Yes, perhaps that's the best way to put it. That's a $1,200 price. Not exactly priced by some conscience, I'd say. It would appear to be a knot. Let's take a look at what's in a piece of cloth. And it's safe for blood. Appears on this suitcase is very strongly tied to a blood ankle. I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used a suitcase in some manner, to move something perhaps. That alone is too small. The body.
Take that!
Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. The murder was committed in an entirely different location. Exactly. What is it? Excuse me, Miss Edgeworth? I wanted to give you a bit more time to understand what I was convinced, Captain. I understand his sentiments, however, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. I must stop and insist to be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course. And proof from the real crime scene was nothing more. I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, what enormous meal reminded me about Mr. Tenero. Can't allow an investigation to end here. The truth must come to light. I knew that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. Thanks to Mr. Tenero and Mr. Meals, who would observe the crime scene. Just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Mr. Tenero in private. I was wondering just what she was up to. Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, my adventurers. Yeah, I guess. Francisca, what was the ninja? The doorway I needed? Her name is Francisca von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prostitute. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Wait, it has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed the man? That's as it should be. Well, I have my own creed which I'm fulfilled, so why don't we save this together? Trust me, I had no intention. Yes, sir. First law. Listen up, I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't touch us. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him. It's simple yes or no, detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth, if you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Rude. Again, not Francisca. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you okay. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. I must admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca is up to. We should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions. Looking from behind. I think I've seen this man somewhere before. You shall be Russia. Well planned. You should unfortunately eat you. Found it, Lord! Oh, I find a wave of creative powers coming on. Show me 9,000, Lord. For my next leak movie, it's gonna be the big set. Gonna be the Steel Samurai, Warrior Neo Tokyo versus the World Samurai, Champion of Earth. Gonna box or Sony box or. So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie. So, how's the initial investigation? We just shipped the body of the colonel. A taken statement necessary. That sounds like Francisca. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I would say she was a little too quick. Oh, how so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affairs. But somehow when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here parking our work. It's kind of creepy as though she knew there had been a murder. That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Well, that's just telling me why she's here to marry though. There must be some backstory to all this. Miss Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident. New details? Kinda top secret, so she can't talk about it, even with me. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her voice. Unless I doubt the top secret part was what stops her from talking to you, detective. Although I wonder if that case has anything to do with mine. Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Starting talking to people involved in this case afresh. I understand. Not bad. Guess it's not big enough for one of the same kind of shops. I've always wanted to give that steak lunch a try. Where should I go with? I recommend our airport special. Yeah. You really want one that badly, Detective? Why don't you go ahead and buy one? It's not okay, sir. Thanks, alright now. I'm really gonna go get one. Gotta go. Excuse me, miss. We'll take Star Spangled Banner lunchbox, please. I hope she's aware that's the most expensive one on the menu. This one was in first class. Just quite shaken up by her affair. I'd be pretty scared too if I got caught up in a murder investigation. Yeah, I did it. I made it whole life. I'm scared to tell you anymore. Just like this, keep me alive. Stop my life for a second. How could you just take up from the flame? It's okay, Miss Edgeworth. It's got nothing to do with the murder, at least. Completely ignore me at the usual. So you must be the captain? Why, yes, I am. And who might you? I am the prodigy prosecutor, Francisco von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I won't bet eyes on dear captain, too much of a reputable person. Sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir? He was in the cockpit the entire time. I doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I like to be that type of witness. I'm just gonna whip. Just... No, say here! Sorry, I'm sorry. How long do you intend to hold me? It's impossible for me to be the criminal, I told you. Mr. LeBlanc? No, it's you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. Don't have even 1 second to waste for time to spend. This was my seat. Wow, you read law books even when you're flying, sir? Are you expecting anything less? Now come along, we will show you your time. Hold on a sec, there's a different book stuck here. There was some as a Detective Gumshoe, am I going to have to charge you with invasion of privacy? Just your imagination. It looks like that blue pawn is being completely signed by the Red Knight. Now you're seeing things. Sir, I don't think you're supposed to have lots of the same people. I know that, Detective. What do you take me for? What's this? What is it, Detective? Did you find an important piece of evidence? A giant parfait on top of bread and steak? Make me jealous, sir. It's a feast. Maybe I should just let him have the giant parfait, so we can move on. I in this seat was constantly drinking. You know, right before bed I did nothing but drink the soup and my instant noodles. That much sodium can't be healthy. I want to go for a check. Do you really think I'm serious, Mr. Edgeworth? That's really big floaty. Probably a little too early in the year for swimming. Detective, that is not for swimming, it's a lifesaver. So you can't swim one of these? No, I suppose you could, but that's not what they intended. Well then, see, it's the same as a floaty. You shouldn't go around confusing people, sir. I don't feel like I just kicked the puppy. Man, this seat was the one we just saw out in the airport lobby hyperventilating. scared to fly, might take an airplane to begin with. Yeah, if he's not scared, he should have just caught a ferry or a cruise ship or something. By the way, were you okay with all the turbulence, Miss Edgeworth? Ah, yes, it was nothing I couldn't handle. Should have figured, right? If you'd get on a plane if you were scared of them. Indeed. This was the victims. His jacket just lying down and spilled leftover coffee, so I too. Didn't suppose anyone ever expects to die. Mountains worth of empty bottles are lined up here. And look, all of them have landside, sir. Let's see. I'll order anything as many times as it takes just to see your lovely face. My beloved Miss Tenero is what they all say. Please put them back in the bottles, detective. Yeah, I can't decide you. Oh man, there's a really pretty lady in that plane. Oh, she's looking over there. Quick, sir, wave it over me, please. I refuse to be your wingman on this. Did you finish taking your statement yet? Yep, all done, sir. How do I not control if you're not done examining the cargo hold? I want my cargo back. If you make a single scratch in my art, you will flip pay. Art? What kind of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer. So he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. From folk costumes to stone statues. I sell all kinds of art. Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat looks like that other piece of cloth. Mr. LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this one? Oh, it's a Virginian cloth. As I suspected. Your hat is made of the same material, I suppose? Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous. Orders coming from overseas for more. And this is the cargo you were talking about earlier? No. My cargo this time is much mini gigantic. You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal. The stubbornness of you police, no good. What do you mean by that attendance, Mr. LeBlanc? They were taking any attendance for her interview, and they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. Why is Mr. Mary's interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendants room. I understand. The likely suspect, Francisco? No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. Usually a bit more absolute. Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I have to break a line of logic fast. Well, it's true, I was in the lounge the whole time. The fact alone does not make sense.
Hold it!
Under the circumstances, I suppose I can agree that I am less likely suspect. But I believe in you, sir. I don't think you did it. Francisco. Oh no. Doohickey. I'm trying.
Objection!
Nope.
Objection! Hold it! Hold it! Objection!
It would appear that you did not have all the information needed after all. And what does that mean? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. The piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used a suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all.
Objection!
Now, who's the one that actually jumping to conclusions? Excuse me. I expected you would come to that conclusion. I've seen it mistake up easily. Aha, but you knew that the killer definitely wielded this suitcase at some point. There's the truth when the suitcase is moved around.
Take that!
No, nope.
Objection!
Objection! Objection!
Take that!
Yes, I'd like to draw your attention to this area here.
Take that!
This mark here, would you say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from 2 wheels? However, there is also grapefruit residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body to somewhere else.
Objection!
Differences. Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly. Just what are you insinuating? That will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. That is flawed. It's got about as many flaws as skyscraper.
Hold it!
And how do you suppose I was able to take the piggy bank out of its display case? The former case was locked. So she wants to talk about the in-flight shop and the Captain India Bank, does she?
Objection!
The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. Evidence and logic, essential tools of standard. Yeah. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? This Captain Ugo piggy bank is just such a fake. It's not the real murder weapon. The time of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. Taken after the presidents occurred. Exactly what has the clock in the suitcase, the signal to the killer. Not had a more secure place, had you? There's a real murder weapon. If you were still on the murder's personage, you're still actually...
Objection!
Franziska, the person you're talking about. Yes. I have no intention of interrogating her. You're welcome to accompany me if you so wish. So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission? Oh. Mr. Nero, can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did? Alright. Captain's permission. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Because I didn't think of your permission. What do you mean? I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather thick in him, it seems. Yes, and on top of that, you mistakenly accused Miss Hedger of being the killer. In that case, please let me thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I'm going to kill myself of both charges. Mr. Nero, there's one more thing I'd like to ask you. I'm just some hesitation. Franziska seems to have struck a nerve. All I did was go and check up on the chopper. You're saying it was for work then? That's why it seemed like to me. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to the swing, correct? Mr. Nero claims of no reason I wouldn't duty to go with it. That's all there is to it. Maybe I should ask about that thing. Could you please take a look at this for me, Mr. Nero? Oh, that suitcase. Yes, about this suitcase. You're the one who designed it, correct? I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it? There's nothing you won't find out or anything like that. Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase? Last one now. So you're saying, Mr. Nero, that the suitcase in question was last one? Yes, it was just so popular that practically flying off the shelves. That's not exactly the impression I got. The one in the shop is most definitely the last one. Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase. Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for the I didn't say anything about buying it. And so you buy it. I'm sorry, I can't. But why? You get great complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. Really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional. Well... That is... How should I put this? It's hideous. Maybe that's a bit too direct. Moving on, my issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining. There were 2 suitcases in the implied shop when I investigated. Okay, but that's impossible. Looks like her story has generated quite a contradiction. Something is amiss here. Could be a meaning of consistency. By the way, Mr. Nero, what is one of the suitcases doing here? That's... I thought you said there was only one left. No one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now. He's used it for a long time. I think not. Mr. Nero, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me. I didn't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time.
Take that!
Tell me, Mr. Nero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcases? What is the meaning of these? Why would you lie about these suitcases? Despite having faith in the design sense, sales them has made it 5 bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Mr. Nero, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, the suitcase was originally in the implied shop. Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, we can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. The person who bought this suitcase was Francisco von Karma. I'm just going to go with it. Now.
Take that!
It was you, wasn't it, Mr. Nero? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed doesn't serve very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling. Were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? But the suitcases didn't sell. Because of the design, isn't it? Or because of it's bright news. Can't say they choose a great place and should sell them either. You weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. Yeah, no shit. It was so bad seeing them day in day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I work. Do you buy one every single time you work a flight? I see, so in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase. This receipt is clearly timestamped 5:40 AM. The truth is, it's still a bunch of them left unsold. I need to scrap the remaining ones at the end of the flight. Mr. Nero, where are these other suitcases? They should all be down in the other hole. Then the suitcase the killer used could very well come from cargo. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used my suitcase? Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body. Mr. Nero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator? And what about security? Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving any crew members as potential suspects. Yes, Francisco. Going on these wild goose chases, your disgrace is an uncommon name. And what do you mean by that? Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used that key card. Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. Francisco got information out of Mr. Neal. In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different key card is required. A different one? Yes, and the only person with that particular card is you, Miss Roberto Nero. What? Is this true, Mr. Nero? Would you please show us that card right now? What's wrong? The key card is gone. You're very clever, pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. Francisca, I know that you would lead investigator on this case, however... Hold it, don't even think about wasting... You'll know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words, even if this isn't a courtroom. I intend to do likewise. Wow, so this is a cargo hold, huh? So big! This plane is a special model. Let's wait for super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating. There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? These must be all left there for if they couldn't sell. Why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see. $1,200! And Mr. Nero wonders why they don't sell. You'd need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although it definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance? Bunch of... Yeah, I decided to keep my own spelling since. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. Sure, the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his lenses. Ergo, the victim was here just as I suspected. Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find a murder weapon. Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal? You want the victim checked in, sir? So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. Wait, a file? Looks like a profile, Francis. Why would Mr. Hicks have had such a file? Oh. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable and this one says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exercise use only. What kind of operation is this airline running? Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. No matter how he pulls on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir, I haven't noticed a thing. I'm sure that meant to sound so oblivious. Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Be like my mother when we went to Malta. Yeah, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, detective. It can't move. Oh yeah, I guess nothing would happen. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without a special key card. But if the door to the attendance rooms and the elevator's control panels require a key card, so it's impossible for a passenger to come down here. You arrived on the scene of the crime before Detective Sumshin, correct? We then immediately began to direct the investigation. Seems to be actually here in the airport for something besides murder. I've been following a very large and involved governmental leveling international crime, but it's much too large for one person to pick on alone. Yeah, Interpol. Interpol is involved. Yeah, because he's likely. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents for profiling Francisco? Oh, I know. Faye's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir. Francisco said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol Agent Hicks. I think Francisco has some explaining to do. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense, what are you talking about? You found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose this was prepared for him so that he'd recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? Should have known your secret out, Miles. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence. Agent Hicks came down here through cargo hold. That plus a picture. Oh, what was he doing down here? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason, of that I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisco, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? I see, but this raises another question. How a passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself as a member of the crew. Oh wait, now it's Francisco. Sorry about that. That was my imitation of you. Yes, and then he was murdered. These glass fragments and broken glass are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator while they were riding it up. The plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks' body flew up. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Investigation complete. Yeah, I don't see. I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that.
Hold it!
That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Mia or even the captain. Can't disagree with on that. Detective Gumshoe does I need a guiding hand. Very well then, what about the other flight attendant, Mr. Neal?
Hold it!
But it's highly likely that the key card is still in this scenario. Yes, well, I don't have any evidence. Are you talking about the murder weapon, the Captain Hugo piggy bank? Murder.
Objection! Hold it!
Objection!
There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as a murder weapon. the body. Yes, we don't even have the autopsy. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to see? The wound on Agent Hicks' head is consistent with a murder weapon. You got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What is it, Detective? On the victim's shoulder to his mid-back, he was beaten over such a wide area. Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with a murder weapon, Detective? No, you remove yourself from my way! What is all that racket? My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me! We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have related peace. Suppose there's no choice. This is... Wait, that's it. So this is what this whole thing's about. Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over. That's why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. It is a really correct conclusion to draw from the evidence. The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down there? Franziska? I found it, Franziska. Found a real murder weapon. He really jumped? We didn't realize this until now, but the answer's been right in front of us this whole time. You won't be over, you should... Is that pompous attitude of yours again? You should learn to talk. He's coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across. You do on this now, are you? You don't have the evidence to show. Because it's too big. It is this thing called gravity. Freefall. And I just lost off in my hand. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He fell to his death? Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. The only rational explanation for his injuries is that he fell to his death. But the murder happened inside these planes. I know. As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time. Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs and played. What? Then sure, we might have a second definite answer. Quiet! Why are you all screaming? And there you have it, my ancestor. I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances. It may be there now, but there's no proof that it was always there.
Take that!
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Shanghai in order to refuel. That wasn't the only reason for layover, which also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto a plane at that time? Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? Making a flare drop from which Agent Hicks could have formed to his death entirely possible. Okay, don't go by touching my possessions without my permission. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else can find out from him. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc? Of course it is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This out-of-red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much more. Mr. LeBlanc's reason for treating this plane must have been a large cargo hold. I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles have made the pictures. How would you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing like doing each year. I go with each resolution of planets around the sun. With a distinct impression you continue to madly spin things. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents. Is that in euros and dollars? Does this really make much of a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there is a chance that your cargo is related to murder. I was wondering if you'd allow us to examine a bit closer. It's a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will not be... Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, and it is possible this fake statue was brought on board in Shanghai. I need to question him a bit further. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc, I wonder if it might be fake. What? How dare you say my eye is fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Don't say such fantastical things! Those thieves would never not dare! Do you mean the cargo certification document? No. I respectfully disagree. I can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. I never seen it. This is the olive red. Gives off such a feeling of art. In fact, we smell it. Oh, because
Eureka!
these eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, I'm pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, so didn't think you'd see what I'm talking about. I didn't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What colour are the eyes in the photo? As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc? What do you want? Do you not know I'm a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer. The olive red? I suppose this is your fun joy, is it? It's the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Hurry, grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is going to be a long story. No kidding. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but why that? Sympathy for what? You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow there has some very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. What is on yet? Oh. Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. I believe that even further examination will be required, then I will confirm that it's indeed a fake. And if he's serious, I wonder if I should try to stop him for years.
Eureka!
Just, oh, I must be off the mark now.
Eureka! Eureka! Eureka!
I'm finished.